What is your message to the global development community on how they can work with you on delivering accountability in action?
I believe that this is maybe more important than what people might think now, because I'm also a member of the high-level panel on humanitarian financing, and we have been discussing something that could be called a grand bargain or something, and that means that we ask donors to give more money for humanitarian assistance, but what we ask from them is that they allow more of openness and transparency in their activities, that they allow us to follow exactly how they use the money. So more core funding against sort of more accountability on their side. So I think also on the global level, this is extremely important and also a very central part and element of every democracy.
And moving from the third International Financing for Development Conference in Addis Ababa in July towards the SDG agenda setting in New York, is accountability really going to be a hallmark of development in this generation?
I wish I could say yes immediately. I hope so. I think that what we see again on a broader scale and in a bigger picture is that there is progress for democracy and our idea of democracy and what it can bring. But there are also a lot of stepping back when it comes to the situation for fighting for human rights and democracy as such. We would have liked to see much more about democracy also in the development goals. But this was a tough struggle to even get the rather careful language that is there on democracy. And accountability, of course, is part of that.
Now, you mentioned human rights there. You recently received a lot of media attention for your comments concerning Saudi Arabia's treatment of dissidents and women. Together with human rights, is accountability one of your red line issues?
I just think that it has to be built into everything we do. It must be one of the pillars on which democracy rests. And I think, at IDEA we always say that, democracy is not something that you can export or give to somebody else. You will have to build it, and it's sort of a constant construction work. And this is one part of it. I also think that we tend to underestimate the force and the energy that you get from engaging people. And this is another trend, modern trend. As much as we see progress for democracy around the world, we also see that there is more of oppression against NGOs, for example, civil society, and those who fight for human rights and for accountability and demand accountability. So I think we really have to be on our toes, and we have to be aware that this might also come at a price, at a cost.